Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you our 2020 Mets before play. We are up to Game 17. This is the first of a three-game series against the Colorado Rockies here in Citi Field in lovely New York, New York, on the 14th of May, 2020. Temperature at game times probably around 69 degrees. Slight breeze coming out of the northwest, only about 2 miles per hour, just enough to keep the flags off the poles. Let's go ahead. Let's review the last 5 games, last 6 games, the last 2 series. Completing a road trip, a 3-game series in Atlanta where the Mets dropped 2 out of 3, including a 10-inning 5-4 heartbreaker. But they came home for a homestand and they swept the Giants in 3 games, 8-0, 3-1, and 12-8. They stand at 12-4 as of right now. So let us go ahead and announce our starting lineups, and we will play us some baseball. Starting for your Colorado Rockies. Shortstop Trevor Story leadoff. Nolan Arenado, third baseman, batting second. Right fielder Charlie Blackmon batting third. He's right fielder. Center fielder David Dahl, he'll be in cleanup. Daniel Murphy, first baseman, batting fifth. Ryan McMahon, second baseman. He'll be in the sixth position in the batting order ahead of catcher Tony Walters in seventh. Raimel Tapia, left fielder, will be batting eighth. And starting for the Rockies is going to be Jeff Hoffman. He'll bat ninth. And your New York Mets. Leadoff batter Ahmed Rosario, shortstop, batting second. Third baseman Jeff McNeil. Right fielder Michael Conforto bumped up to third to face the righty. And Robinson Cano, second base. He'll be batting cleanup, followed by Wilson Ramos to catcher. In fifth in the batting order. Batting sixth, left fielder J.D. Davis. Batting seventh, Peter Alonso. A little 2-game hit streak. Maybe the Schneid is gone. A triple and a double in the last 2 games. We'll see how he does. Brandon Nimmo, center fielder, will be batting eighth. And starting on the bump for the Mets tonight, it's going to be Walker Lockett. His first appearance as a starter. And he will bat ninth in the order. Alrighty, so let us get some baseball on. Walker Lockett so far this season. He's pitched in 3 games, total of 4 innings. He's given up 10 hits and 5 earned runs. He struck out 4 and walked 2. He's 11.25 ERA, but he's got a whip of 3.00. So hopefully that's going to change for this game right here. And let's play ball. Due up Trevor Story. 1-4-5. Struggler pitcher, no. Hard ground ball hit to third. That'll be fielded by Jeff McNeil. Gets it over to Peter Alonso for out number 1. Your officiating crew for this game behind home plate is going to be C.B. Buckner. First base umpire over on the foul line will be Kerwin Danley. Second base will be Phil Cousy. And DJ Rayburn is going to be over on the third base foul line. Here we go. 1 out, top of the first. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Lockett with the pitch. 2-2-3. Not a wild pitcher, slugger, or utility. He is. That is a hard line drive hit towards Rosario. It takes a couple of steps to his right and makes the catch. It's going to be out number 2. I think I have a visual migraine coming on. We might have to redo this game. Let me make sure. I don't see it. We'll keep going. Get that little distracting buzzsaw thing going on. It's weird. If you want to know about visual migraines, go ahead and look it up. That way you know the kind of thing I see in my eyes when they happen. They don't happen often, once every few months. But when they do, they're very, very distracting. And occasionally they have pain. Here we go. Top of the first. 2 outs, Charlie Blackmon. I digress. We have a baseball game. 2-3-6. Double control or dynamic. The pitcher's not batting, and Blackmon works a walk to extend the inning. Make sure the mic is out of the picture. It is 2 out, 1 on. David Dahl comes to the plate. Lefty facing the righty. Walker Lockett would like to have a good first inning. That's an unusual result. Red 1, black 5. Let us roll. 4-5. Prospect catcher is not. Nope. The at-bat continues. So no issue at all with Wilson Ramos. Here comes the 1-1 to David Dahl. 2-4-5. He is a hero. That's going to be a single into left. And that's going to advance Blackman to second. 2 on, 2 out. Lockett needs to retire a batter here. And Daniel Murphy, first baseman, is going to be up. Here's the pitch from Walker Lockett. 2-3-3. Ace or star? No. Batter, a slugger. He is. That's a long fly ball. That one is back to left field. J.D. Davis watches it sail over his head, and the Rockies are off to a 3-0 start. Here in the top of the first. 1, 2, 3 runs scored. Charlie Blackman scores. David Dahl scores. Daniel Murphy scores. 3-0 right off Lockett. Zip it, Lockett. Put him in a pocket. Ryan McMahon comes up, second baseman, 6th in the order. Lockett with the pitch, 4-4-6. He is not a star. The batter is none of those. Single into right. And Lockett is off to a shaky start. Alrighty, we're going player experience chart for Tony Walters. That is a 3-6 prospect pitcher. Yes, he is. Misses the outside corner. Batter rips a deep drive into the outfield. That's going to be a double. And runners advance 2 bases. That's going to get McMahon around to third. And he's rounding third. Nope, they're going to hold him there. So 2 runners in scoring position for the number 8 batter in the order, Raimel Tapia. Lockett being tagged early and often. 2-4-6. Control pitcher. Yes, he is. Hard ground ball hit back to the box, and Lockett handles it. Gets it over to Alonso for out number 3. Rockies hit early for 3 runs plated here in the top of the first. Almost go through the order. And Jeff Hoffman comes out. He is on the bump starting for the Rockies. He'll face Ahmed Rosario, Jeff McNeil, Michael Conforto in this inning. Let's see. Ahmed Rosario leading off so far this season. He is a .371 batter. 13 of 35. He hit 2 homers in yesterday's game against the Giants. That gives him a total of 5 on the season with 11 RBI. He's stolen a couple of bases. Jeff Hoffman with the pitch. 3-5-6. And that's a ready matchup strikeout. No such leadoff luck for Mr. Rosario today. Hold on, I gotta write something here. He did it again. 13 May VSF 2 homers. Alrighty, Jeff McNeil is up at the plate. 1 out, 3-0 Rockies. 3-4-6. Eager batter. Decider Die says yes. Fly ball to center field. David Dahl sets underneath it. Smacks his mitt and lets gravity do the work. That's out number 2. Michael Conforto comes to the plate. Here's the pitch from Hoffman. 1-4-6. Flash pitcher strikeout. And Hoffman gets 2 of the first 3. Sets the Mets down in order. We go to the top of the second. 3-0 ball game. Walker Lockett comes back out. A little bit of talk coming out of the dugout with Wilson Ramos. Trying to get into his pitcher's head and make sure he's all right. First up is going to be Hoffman. That's a 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no. Champion batter, no. Outfield drama, Jeff Hoffman. Drama hits this one lightly to left field. Out there to make the play is going to be J.D. Davis. That's going to be out number 1. Trevor Story comes to the plate. 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded? No. Champion batter? Nope. That's going to be Whiffer. Strike 3. Lockett gets a strikeout. 2 down. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Third baseman. Lockett with the pitch. 3-3-6. Acer dynamic pitcher, no. Sad sack utility patient, no. That's going to be a single in the center. So Arenado extends the inning with a base hit, and that's how the last one started. Do have Charlie Blackmon walked and scored a run in the first inning. 2-5-5. Star pitcher, no. Home run king. Decider die says so. It's a long fly ball, and Davis watches another one sail out of here. That is home run number 2 in as many innings. 2-run shot that time by Charlie Blackmon. Rojas is not willing to pull Lockett out yet. You dug yourself in this hole. Get yourself out of it. 2-5-6. Struggler pitcher, no. Champion or patient, no. Infield drama for Mr. David Dahl. He hits this ground ball back to the box. And Lockett is not iron. Makes a stab at the mound. Fires over to Alonso for out number 3. Rockies score 2 more. Almost like they're playing in Colorado. Score is 5-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Jeff Hoffman back on the bump for the Rockies. He'll face 4-5-6 in Cano, Ramos, and Davis. Neither of these pitchers have the terse quality, so both of these pitchers maintain their freshness normally as per the rules. I'll explain the terse rule here in just a minute. Let's do it right now. You've noticed during the season a lot of pitchers have terse. That means that their freshness is abbreviated. Starters get fresh for 3 innings, semi-fresh for only 2. Unless you're using the advanced shutout rules, and then those apply and they continue on. Relievers, they are fresh for an inning and a third, and then that's it. No more possibility of fresh. So that's what the terse means on there. So here we go. Robinson Cano, he is a 405 batter. His numbers are coming down a little bit, but he's still got a great start at 28 of 69. 4 homers, 10 RBIs, struck out 10 times. Here comes the pitch from Hoffman. 2-2-6. Batter is not hit by pitch. It is the cleanup batter. That's a long fly ball to right field. Charlie Blackmon back at the track, watches it go out, and Cano hits a home run. Mets are on the board. 5-1 is your score. Cano just jacks out number 5. Wilson Ramos at the plate. Jeff Hoffman. Here's the pitch. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. That's a strikeout. Hoffman's third. 1 away. J.D. Davis here. Bottom of the second. 5-1 Rockies. 3-4-6. Eager batter. No, that's going to be a walk. J.D. Davis sits on the 3-1 outside. Takes his base. C.B. Buckner points down to first. Peter Alonso at the plate. Runner on first. 1 out. 5-1 game. We need a hit. 3-4-5 iron catcher. No. Good eye batter. No, that's a strikeout. Alonso goes down swinging at the knee cheese. Number 4 for Hoffman. Baseball right now chart for Brandon Nimmo. 1-6 hot pitcher. Yep, last pitch was a strikeout. Fool's batter and a swinging outside pitch. Easy ground ball hit to Trevor Story. Picks it up, pumps once, fires it over to Murphy for out number 3. Mets score 1. Picking at the lead a little bit. They got a ways to go. Fortunately, they've got plenty of game. 5-1 Rockies. We go to the top of the third. Walker Lockett is on the hill for the Rockies. Daniel Murphy with the pitch. That's going to be a trip. 6s. Oh, no. Ace pitcher, no. Sad sack batter, nope. Deep drive. Glove check. Looking at the red die. It's a 6. Gone. Home run. Daniel Murphy. His second in a row. Third home run given by Lockett. His batting position is up next. They're going to let him struggle through this inning, I guess. Ryan McMahon comes up. 1-4-6. Flash pitcher. Yep, that's a strikeout. Needed a whole lot more of those, Walker. Tony Walters, catcher at the plate. 2-3-6. Double controller dynamic. No. Pitcher is not batting. That is a walk issue to Walters. He gets the free pass. And Rymel Tapia comes up, left fielder. Man on first, 1 out, top of the third, 6-1 ball game. Pitch from Lockett, 2-6-6. Runner on first is thrown out. Walters is caught sleeping. Gets picked off. Tapia's at bat continues. Here's the pitch from Lockett, 4-6-6. Control pitcher, yes. And Tapia sits on the 3-1 and hits the breaking ball. That is into left field. Falls in front of J.D. Davis for a base hit. 2 outs. Tapia extends the inning. Brings up Jeff Hoffman. Here's the pitch from Lockett. 5-5-6. He is not an ace. The batter is a sad sack. Hard shot to right field low. Alonso on the run. Makes the grab. Moving to his right. Makes up for those 2 errors he had yesterday. 3 putouts, 4 putouts so far in this game. Another run scored for the Rockies. 6-1 your score. We go to the bottom of the third, and we're going to have a pinch hitter for Hoffman. Yep, he is out of this one. Let's see what we got here. It did not go the way they thought it would. They're going to bring in Brad Brock. Yeah, he didn't bat. I don't know what opener rules are. I really don't care. So yeah, who's the pinch hitter? That's kind of what we need to know. All right, who's the pinch hitter? We've got a lefty righty out there. No, geez. Leave him alone. Put these people in their proper place. Pinch hitter. Do what you're supposed to do. We're bringing in Jake Marisnick. He will pinch hit. All right. And it is going to be a new pitcher right there. So we might as well just write Brock in. And Lockett's numbers. Gave up 6 earned runs. Went 3 innings. 6 earned runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. 3 homers. Struck out 2. Walked 1, 2, walked 2. Alrighty. Okay, Jeff Hoffman is set. Bottom of the third. Mets have gone to a pinch hitter. Jake Marisnick is going to face Hoffman, the first batter. Bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. 2-2-3. And let's see. Pitching at home? No. Slugger? Nope, that's Wild. Sorry. And he is not. Slugger or utility? He is. He's also a whiffer. That's a strikeout. So that is out number 1. Ahmed Rosario comes to the plate. Alrighty. 1-2-5. Struggler pitcher, no. Patient batter, nope. That's going to be semi-whiffer. That is strike 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6 for Hoffman. 6 in 2 2/3 innings. Jeff McNeil at the plate. 2-3-3. Ace or star? No. Slugger. Yep, that's a long fly ball to left field. McNeil ripped this one hard. Tapia watches it sail over the fence. Another home run for the Mets. 6-2 is your score. 2 out solo shot by Jeff McNeil. Bottom of the third. Michael Conforto comes up to the plate. Hoffman with the pitch. 1-4-4. Flash pitcher. Yep, that's a strikeout. His 7th. Give up a solo shot, but struck out 3 in the bottom of the third. We're going to go to the 4th inning. Brad Brack is definitely coming on. Brack. I said Brock before, and I really think that's it. Now you'll notice Brock is terse, so he's only going to have freshness for an inning and a third at the most. He can stand after that, but he won't be fresh. Not intended for him to stay in the games long. Trevor Story. First batter, top of the 4th. 3rd time going through the order now. Brock the pitch. 1-5-6. Whiffer. Yep, that's a strikeout for Brock. Second time he's gotten Story to striked out and go down on strikes. Nolan Arenado now, who's lined to short and singled. Brock so far in this season is he's got one appearance so far, and he struck out 2, walked 1 in 1 inning of work. So let's see how he faces Arenado here. Here's the pitch, 1-6-6. He is not a workman or gilded. Whiffer. Nope, that's going to be a hard ground ball hit to third, fielded by Jeff McNeil. Gets it over to Peter Alonso for out number 2. Brings us to Charlie Blackmon in the player experience mini chart. 1-1 prospect pitcher. No, that's a strikeout. So Brock strikes out 2 out of 3 in the top of the 4th. Sets the Rockies down in order. And Jeff Hoffman's going to come out and he'll face the Mets. 4-5-6 in the lineup. Cano, Ramos, and Davis. Cano, the leadoff batter. Here we go. Don't you know? Robinson Cano. Hoffman, 1-2-6. Fresh pitcher. The decider die says so. Hard line drive up the middle. And McMahon gets his glove all over it. That's going to be out number 1. Brings us to Wilson Ramos. In his first 16 games, a .300 batter, 21 of 70. He's got 5 homers. He was leading the team, but Robinson Cano just threw himself into that little thing there. So he and Rosario and Ramos each have 5 homers so far this year. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, 1-2-5. Struggler on the pitcher, no. Patient batter, nope. And he's not a whiffer. Hard ground ball hit to third base. Nolan Arenado fields that cleanly. Fires it over to Murphy for out number 2. J.D. Davis now at the plate. Hoffman is set. The windup, the pitch. Davis being a .358 batter with 4 homers. 1-2-2. Workman pitcher, no. Champ or whiffer. Decider die says, yep, that's a Chubler. Hit down the third base line. Charging in is Nolan Arenado. Rights himself. Fires over to Murphy. Frozen rope throw. Beats Davis by a step for out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Mets in the 4th. 6-2 is your score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Brad Brock set to come out for his 2nd inning of work. David Dahl, he will face a center fielder cleanup with Murphy and McMahon in tow. The pitch to Dahl. 1-5-6. Whiffer, yep, that's a strikeout. Brock's 3rd. Brock is doing well. It gives him a total of 5 strikeouts so far on the year for 2 1/3 inning work. Here we go. Daniel Murphy, and Brock is no longer fresh. 3-3-6. Ace or dynamic. Brock is not. Sad sack utility. Patient. Murphy is not. That's going to be a single into center. Falls in front of Nimmo. So the Rockies have some business here in the top of the 5th. 1 on, 1 out. Up by 4. Brock set to face Ryan McMahon. 1-5-6. He is a whiffer. That's another strikeout. That makes 4. McMahon has struck out twice in this game so far. Tony Wolder's catcher, runner on first in Daniel Murphy. Here's the pitch from Brad Brock. 3-4-6. Eager batter, nope. And Walters works a walk to extend the inning, get a runner into scoring position, and bring Raimel Tapia to the plate. Brad Brock is set. The windup, the pitch. 5-6-6. Wild pitcher, no. Good eye, no. That's a strikeout to end the inning. No runs plated by the Rockies in the top of the 5th. So that's going to bring us to the bottom of the inning. Jeff Hoffman back on the bump, doing very well. He's given up 2 homers, but that's all the offense that the Mets have had. He's facing the bottom of the order in Peter Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, and possibly a pinch hitter for Brock. Probably a pinch hitter for Brock. Baseball right now chart for Alonso's at bat. 1-6 hot pitcher. His last at bat was not a strikeout. So batter lines clean single past second. That's going to be a base hit for Alonso. So Alonso keeps his hitting streak alive, 3 games. Brandon Nimmo comes to the plate, runner on first. Here we go, 1-4-5. Struggler pitcher, no. Hard ground ball hit to first base. Fielded by Murphy, turns and fires to Story on the run. Story gets it to McMahon, who is covering, and that is a 3-6-4 double play. 3-6-4 for those of you scoring at home, and if you're not scoring at home, you should be. All right, that's 2 outs, and that is going to bring us to the pitcher's spot. I do believe we are going to have another pinch hitter. So let me take care of that, if you would allow me. Against the righty. Really want to try lefty. Let's go with Dominic Smith pinch hitting. And just to save us some time, we'll bring Bob Gazelman out to pitch. All right. So let me do my homework. Gazelman will come out in the bottom of the 5th, in the top of the 6th, rather. So 9-2 will be Dominic Smith. And Brock did really well. 1 hit, 1 walk, but 5 strikeouts in 2 innings of work. 1 walk, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, no runs given. And that is with 2 outs. Dominic Smith, pinch hitting, comes up to the plate. Jeff Hoffman is set. He would like to get the Rockies back to the plate. 1-3-6, ace pitcher, no. Whiffer or cold. Decider die says no. Infield drama for Dominic Smith. Make sure, yeah, you can see them all. Thought you could. 3-4 infield drama, hit to third base. And that is Nolan Arenado, and he is gold. Diving stop of the grounder, headed to left field. Makes a hard throw off his knees. Dominic Smith must have stumbled on his way first, because that is an out. Amazing play over there by Nolan Arenado, the Gold Glover. No runs plated by the Mets here in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. And, yep, Robert Gazelman comes out. He is going to face... They're going to leave Hoffman in. They're going to leave Hoffman in. He's doing well. Let him bat. Save the bullpen. Let's give him a crack at it. Jeff Hoffman. Yeah, still there. Okay, cool. Here is the pitch from Gazelman. 2-2-4. Pitching at home. Gazelman pops up in the center of the infield. Ahmed Rosario gets underneath it, waves everybody off, makes the catch. So that's going to be out number 1. Trevor Story now comes to the plate for Bob Gazelman. He struck out twice. Here's the pitch. 2-3-5. Wild pitcher. He is not eager, but he is okay, no. So he is not eager. That's going to be a hard ground ball hit to second base. Robinson Cano fields it cleanly. The 1-hopper fires it over to Alonso for out number 2. And Nolan Arenado comes to the plate. Robert Gazelman would like to 1-2-3 the Rockies here in the top of the 6th. Knock him out. 3-5-5. Struggler or gilded? No. Champion batter? Nope. That's going to be a hard shot right at Cano. 1-hopper right in front of his feet. Recovers. Gets the throw over to Alonso for out number 3. So 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And it looks like the bullpen is actually kind of helping matters for the Mets. That's a good thing. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and Hoffman set to face the top of the order. Ahmed Rosario, Jeff McNeil, and Michael Conforto here in Game 17 of our Before Play. And now a word from our sponsor. Tape. Stick it. All right, here we go. Top of the bottom of the sixth. Ahmed Rosario set the lead off. Here at Citi Field, 2-3-3 is the pitch from Hoffman. Ace or star, he is not. Batter is not a slugger, Decider Die says so. Fly ball deeply hit to center field. David Dahl, this one's hitted for the Big Apple. Nope, to the wall, and Dahl makes the catch. That's going to be out number 1. Jeff McNeil now comes to the plate. The windup, the pitch, 3-4-6. Eager batter. Decider Die says, yep, another long fly ball to center field. David Dahl moving to his right, takes a step or two in, makes the catch there as well. That's 2 away. 2 well-hit balls, but not quite enough. Maybe that slight breeze coming in from the northwest was enough to keep him from jumping over the fence. Michael Conforto to the plate. The lefty facing Jeff Hoffman. 1-3-6. Ace pitcher, no. Whiffer or cold? Decider Die says no. Infield drama for Conforto. And that'll be a 2-5. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. He is not iron. Routine bouncer fielded cleanly by Ryan McMahon. Fires it over to Daniel Murphy for out number 3. And the Mets are retired in order in the bottom of the sixth. We're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Gm17 is going to be working his second inning of relief. He is terse, so he has one more possible out of freshness if it comes up. He'll face 3-4-5, heart of the Rockies order, and Blackman, Dahl, and Murphy. Gm17 so far this year pitching, he has made 6 appearances, 4 1/3 inning worth of work. He's got a loss chalked up to him. He's only given up 6 hits and 2 earned runs. 2 homers, though. And he has struck out 6 and walked 1. 4.16 ERA and 162 whip. So here we go. Charlie Blackman's at bat. Gm17 with the pitch. 1-4-5. He's not a struggler. It's going to be a hard ground ball hit to first base right at Alonso. Alonso charges the bag. Beats Blackman by a couple of steps, so that's going to be out number 1. Brings us to center fielder David Dahl. Gm17 with the pitch, 3-5-6. That is a righty-lefty matchup, no K. He's not a utility or a sad sack. That is hit hard down the first base line. Alonso can't get to it. Into right field. Conforto there quickly, but that's a base hit for Dahl with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Daniel Murphy now at the plate. Facing Robert Gm17, Rockies up 6-2 over the Mets, 1-4-5. He is not a struggler. That's going to be a hard ground ball hit to Alonso. Alonso is able to step on the bag for the force, fires it to Rosario. Rosario, it's just ahead of, they're just ahead of David Dahl, and he's able to apply the tag. Dahl wasn't sure, but he got a little bit of a late step going there. So we're going to call that a 3-6 double play. Because I hate doing the 3-6-3 or the 3-6-1 or the 3-6-4 all the time. We've got to make it interesting. 7th inning stretch coming up. And no runs have been scored since the 3rd inning. And Jeff Hoffman, he may be coming up to bat in the next inning. He doesn't have terse, so he could conceivably go through the 7th inning, no problem. As long as the Mets don't beat him up. Robinson Cano will be due up. Ramos and Davis to follow. Here is the pitch from Hoffman. 4-5-5. He is a flash pitcher. That's a strikeout. Cano goes down swinging. Homer line to second and a strikeout now. Wilson Ramos comes up. He struck out ground to third. Hoffman with the pitch. 2-5-6. He's not a struggler pitcher, champion, or patient batter. No. Infield drama for Wilson Ramos. Ground ball hit to short, and that is going to be fielded cleanly over there by Trevor Story. Gets it over to Daniel Murphy for out number 2. J.D. Davis, left fielder, comes to the plate. So far in this game, he is singled and grounded to third. Foul ball, roll 'em all. Here's the pitch from Hoffman, 2-2-6. That's going to be hit by pitch. He plunks J.D. Davis. So Hoffman with a hit by pitch. And Davis is going to take his base. No warnings coming out at this point. Buckner's got his eye on it. No one looks to be really hot-headed or reactionary. He lets this one pass, but he may issue warnings if it happens again, especially if the Mets decide to retaliate. Peter Alonso, 2 outs, man on. Chance for the Mets to have something happen, and this is their first base runner in 9 batters. Alonso is set. Time to get another hit. Pete, here we go. 2, 4, 4. Ace pitcher, no. Champion batter, nope. That's going to be decide or die whiffer, strike 3. Which will be 7, 8, number 9 for Hoffman. Having one heck of a game at the Mets' expense. Your score is Tabletop Sports Delaware triple check. Rockies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Bubkus 3, 5, 6. Mets 1, 2, 1, 2. We're there. 6-2 is your score. Going to the top of the 8th. Gzelman has pitched 2 innings. We didn't mark his entrance there, and they're going to take Gzelman out. He's got terse on his, so that's about all they're going to get out of Gzelman. Let's see who's going to come in and pitch for him. Let's see. How about... I got a couple. Seth Lugo. Let's let Lugo come in and pitch. So it's going to be Seth Lugo. Starting out the 8th, Gzelman went 2 innings. Gave up 1 hit. Nothing else. Doink, 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 doink. Lugo set to face 6, 7, 8, McMahon, Walters, and Tapia. Top of the 8th inning, 6-2 Rockies. Here we go. 266. A runner not on first. Lead-off batter. It is not. Fly ball to right field. Hit right at Michael Conforto. Takes a couple of steps back. Leans to his left and makes the catch. So that's going to be 1 away. We've got Tony Walters, catcher, coming to the plate. 6-2 Rockies. 1-1-5. Fresh pitcher. Yep. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Walters does. Swinging late. McNeil settles underneath it. Makes easy work of the pop-up for out number 2. Squeezes his mitt and tosses the ball around the infield. Raimel Tapia comes up. 8th batter in the order facing Lugo. The windup, the pitch, 1, 2, 4. Control pitcher. He is. Hard ground ball hit to short. Right at Ahmed Rosario charging in. Fires over to Alonso across his body. Out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies in the top of the 8th. And the pitching and the defense has stepped it up, but not the batting to an equal measure. So we are going to see a relief pitcher come in for Hoffman. He's gone 7. No need to work him into the 8th. No need to do that. Bottom of the order and all that, but no need to work him into the 8th. Let it go. So Hoffman is going to come out. We're going to see Scott Oberg come in for the Rockies in relief. So we'll have new pitcher right there. Oberg. Hoffman went 7 innings. Gave up 2 homers. Along with that hit by pitch. 2 earned runs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hitter. He struck out 9 and did not issue a free pass in 7 innings of work. That's a good start, a good quality start there by Mr. Hoffman. Alrighty, Oberg is going to come in to face the Mets in the bottom of the 8th. Scott Oberg. Alrighty, he will face Nemo, a pinch hitter for Lugo, I presume. And back to the top of the order for Ahmed Rosario. Here comes Nemo. So far in this season, we neglected to mention earlier, Brandon Nemo has played in 12 games. He's only a 119 batter. He's having more of a schneid than Peter Alonso was. He's got a homer, but he doesn't have a lot going on. Struck out 12 times. Here comes the pitch from Oberg. 1-1-6. He is fresh, and that's a strikeout. And Nemo's woes continue, hence more platooning you've seen between lefties and righties with Jake Marisnick. That is one out. And Oberg is terse, so he gets an inning and a third at the most. Dominic Smith is set to go as far as freshness means. 2-2-3. Wild pitcher, he is not. Slugger or utility, he is a slugger, and that is a hard line drive to left center. Trevor Story gets his glove on it. That's not Dominic Smith. Oh my gosh, here we go. Now we're doing stupid. All right. We have got to redact that. Hold on a second. What am I doing there? Alright, now I'm doing stupid stuff with my keyboards. Give me a moment, please. Put that back. Close that. Okay, yeah, we got to Captain White out this sucker. That's right, Captain Whiteout makes it back. Let's see, Smith has already batted, so we are going to bring in Eduardo Nunez to pinch hit. 9-3. Nunez. Doink. And he will be facing Scott Oberg. 2-2-3 roll stands. 2-2-3. Not a wild pitcher, slugger, or utility. Now, that's going to... Well, no, slugger or utility, boom. So that's that line drive to Story. So that's going to be L6. Out number 2. Let it stand. Ahmed Rosario to the plate. Scott Oberg is set. Here comes the wind-up the pitch. 6-2 game. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Mets are behind. 2-4-5. Hero batter. Decider die says nope. Pops it up in the center of the infield. Ryan McMahon gets underneath it. Waves off Story and Hoffman. Makes the catch. And that is going to be out number 3. And the Mets are down to their final 3 outs. But they've got to let the Rockies bat first before they get a chance to have a real long rally, which they've been able to put some runs together. We'll see what happens. Lugo is going to be coming out of this game. New pitcher will be right there. So Lugo went an inning. No, nothing given. And who is going to come in for Lugo? Let us see. I'm thinking Justin Wilson. Alrighty, top of the 9th. Okay, Wilson is going to come in and pitch the 9th. And we are going to have a pinch hitter for Scott Oberg. And it looks like they're going to bring in Sam Hilliard. So, 9-2. Sam Hilliard is going to be batting right there. Oberg won't pitch the bottom of the 9th. Alright, player experience chart for Hilliard and Wilson. 2-6, and icon pitcher decider die says, looking at the decider die, yes. Experience with batter strikes him out. So that is a strikeout for Wilson. 1 away, top of the 9th. Wilson so far has done decently this season, I suppose. He's pitched in 5 games, 4 innings of work. He's had a loss tacked to him. 3 hits, 4 earned runs. He struck out 3, walked 4. Not the greatest. ERA so far early in the season of 9. And a 175 whip. Trevor Story set to go. 1 out, top of the 9th. 6-2 ball game, Rockies. 3, 4, 6. That's going to be eager batter. No. And Story works a walk. Nolan Arenado to the plate. Lefty-righty matchup, Justin Wilson. 1-4-6, flash pitcher. Yes, he is. That's a strikeout. So that is 2 away. Charlie Blackmon comes to the plate. 6-2, Rockies. Wilson with the pitch. 2-4-5, hero batter. Yes, he is. That's a single into left. And that'll advance Trevor Story to second base. Get another runner in scoring position here. Maybe another insurance run. 2 outs. David Dahl would sure like to get one in. Justin Wilson would like to get the Mets back to the plate. Here comes the pitch, 2-6-6. Nope, runner is thrown out on first. Catches Blackman sleeping. Second pickoff of the game by Mets pitchers, and I think the Rockies are going to have a little bit of fundamentals work to do. Nope, if it comes up, he will still be at bat. That is the end of the top of the 9th inning. No runs plated by the Rockies. We go to the bottom, and we'll see the closer come in for the Rockies. Oberg went 1 inning, got a strikeout. And who is going to come in for Colorado? I'm thinking that's who it's going to be. Flash control, nope. Flash control, nope. Because I don't follow current baseball, so I really don't know who it would be, but I'm really liking the look of Carlos Estevez's card. So Estevez, and he's got a star. He gets a lot of use, so Estevez is going to come in the 9th. And he's going to face the heart of the Mets order. The Mets are going to try to get this done. Jeff McNeil, Michael Conforto, Robinson Cano, Ramos, and Davis waiting in the wings. Estevez, first batter, bottom of the 9th. Rockies up 6-2. Here comes the pitch to McNeil. 3-4-5 iron, catcher, no. Good eye batter, nope. That's going to be a strikeout for Estevez. That is 1 away. Baseball Now chart is going to be used for Michael Conforto. Here comes the pitch from Estevez. 3-6. Cold pitcher? No, because he struck him out. Conforto swings underneath it, pops it up, close to home plate. John Walters gets out, throws his mask off, calls off Estevez. Easy work of the pop-up by the catcher for out number 2. Robinson Cano comes to the plate. 2 outs. They're down to their last out. Down 4 runs. Cano. The pitch from Estevez. 2-3-5. Wild pitcher. No. Eager batter. Decider die says no. Hard ground ball hits the second base. Ryan McMahon fields the 2-hopper cleanly. Fires it over to Daniel Murphy. Out number 3, and that's the ball game. That is the ball game. So right there, the Mets absorb a loss. You go there. We'll clean all this stuff up later because we likes our stats, we does. And the Rockies. We'll go here. We likes our stats, we do. Right. Okay, and one more message from our sponsor. Tape. Stick it. Okay, there we go. Now, let's come down here and let's see what we've got kicking, chicken. There's the focus. Your final score of this game, Colorado Rockies 6, New York Mets 2. I believe that was a cleanly fielded game, no errors. Let's see, final numbers for Wilson with the save. Wilson, his final inning, worked 1, struck out 2, gave up 2 hits. So 2-2. Tone down that ERA a wee little bit, shall we? And Estevez, we've got the win for Hoffman, the hold for Oberg, the save for Estevez. 1 inning of work, struck out 1. No hits or runs or walks given. A loss is absorbed by Walker Lockett. Let us move on to the batting statistics for the victorious Colorado Rockies here in the 17th game of our 2020 BeforePlay Mets play. You can get this game and others, including Red, White, Blue Racing and Hockey Blast, 2 other games that I have on the channel, from www.play.com. Check them out. Great games. Keith and company over there do a fantastic job putting these together. Trevor Story, 1 for 5. Struck out twice. Nolan Arenado, 1 for 5 with a run scored and a strikeout. Charlie Blackmon, 2 for 4, with 2 runs, 2 ribbies, home run, and strikeout and a walk. David Dahl is 2 for 4 with a run scored and a strikeout. Daniel Murphy is 3 of 4. He's got 2 runs, 4 runs batted in, 2 homers. And that is that. We have Ryan McMahon, 1 of 4, 2 strikeouts. We have Walters is 1 of 2 with a double. 2 walks. Raimel Tapia is 1 of 4 with a strikeout. Hoffman, winning pitcher. He has got, and you can see the entire team stats there as we're doing it. I'll give you a couple more seconds to look at it before we go down to the Mets. Tapia is 0 for 3. And the star guy, Hilliard, is 0 for 1 with a K. Starry, 0 for 1 with a K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everybody but the 9th position in the order got a base hit for the Colorado Rockies. And there you go. That is the statistics for the Rockies in this game. Notable lines, of course, I think have got to be Daniel Murphy, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 4 RBI. And Charlie Blackmon with a dinger of his own. So that is 3 home runs given up by Walker Lockett in the early proceedings of this game. And that's all the Rockies needed. They scored 5 in the first 2, an extra run in the 6th. And then the Mets bullpen shut them down. But the Mets bats could not get swinging enough in order to get them there. Kind of the converse of what you would expect with this team. You would think the bats to be blazing and the pitching to allow the other team to keep pace. So a little reversal of fortune, if you will. Let us go down to the Mets. Meet the Mets. Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts. 1 of 4, Jeff McNeil, with a run, ribby, homer. But he struck out. 0 for 4, Conforto, struck out twice. 1 of 4, Robinson Cano, with a run, a ribby, a home run, and a strikeout. 0 for 3, Wilson Ramos, with a strikeout. 1 of 2, J.D. Davis, and he was hit by pitch. 1 of 3 for Pete Alonso, struck out twice. 0 for 3, Brandon Nimmo, struck out. And we have Lockett, no plate appearances, and your star guys went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 0 for 1, Marisnik with a K, swinging for the fences. 0 for 1, Dominic Smith with the ground out. 0 for 1, Nunez lined to short. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits by the Mets. That's all they can muster the whole game. And there are your stats for the Mets for this game. Not many notable lines at the plate. Your 2 solo shots by McNeil and Cano, a combined 2 for 8. 2 runs, 2 ribbies, 2 homers, struck out twice. 2 identical lines. Led what charge there was for the Mets. And the notable lines are going to be the bullpen. Brock, Gazelman, Lugo, Wilson, 6 innings of work, gave up only 4 hits, struck out 7. And walked only 1. No runs allowed. That's your notable line, if any, I think, for the Mets is going to be the bullpen. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, here on May 14th, your final score from Citi Field in New York, New York. The Colorado Rockies, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The New York Mets dropped to 12-5 and lose that 3-game winning streak they had going on 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Final score, Colorado Rockies 6, New York Mets 2. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. This is Chris with Tabletop Sports Delaware. Keep on rolling. Take